Hello, 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 my people. How are you? How are you? How is your evening going? Is anyone cold or is it just good for you? Is this your type of weather? I like fall. Uh, don't really like the cold, but I don't like it hot either. So I like the fall. Um, I just don't like the darkness. Kind of makes me want to run out of here. How have you been? My people who are fasting, check in, check in, check in. Let me know what's going on with you. Uh, where's my headphone? Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit to see if some person will join me. When you do, please go ahead, put your name in the chat so I know who is here and where you're joining from. I'm very pleased to be bringing you an update on my progress. As you can see, I'm happy, I'm looking fine. No headache, no dizziness, no pain, no growling in my stomach, no story to tell. I'm doing fine. I'm doing excellent. I'd love to have a check-in from those persons who are participating. How is it going for you guys? Are you doing great? I I finished my bottle of water. Remember earlier I said I started to drink the water and I didn't drink as much as I normally do. This is 1 quart and 1 pint. Yeah, so I drank that since I was on earlier. My fast actually started at 6:30 yesterday. I did the official kickoff here around just after 8, and so I am going to end with what's going on here. So far, we have 48 hours left, according to the timer that I started last night. But I did start at 6:30, so I am over 24 hours already. Thank God. Um, I'm holding down, you know, um, everything. I'm good, doing good. No cramps, no pain, no great. No, I'm not even hungry. Honestly, to God, I'm not hungry. Um, I think I will get hungry once I start seeing food. I did make like a few attempts to open the refrigerator earlier while being in the kitchen. So I kind of just stay away from there. Like I reach for it just to open it. And that tells me that this is habit, right? You open the refrigerator for no reason whatsoever. You're not going to get something to eat. You're not hungry. I don't really drink water from the refrigerator, so I wasn't looking for water. But I'm just in the kitchen and I just reach for the refrigerator door to open it. And that's how you get trapped into eating when you're not even supposed to eat or you didn't even plan to eat. Because why am I opening the refrigerator door until it dawned on me, oh, you're fasting, you can't do that. You're not, no, there's nothing in there that you really want. Um, there isn't anything in there that you really want, so you walk away, and that's how we cultivate bad habits, really. And we think that we have to be eating all the time because it's just habit, it's just a habit, really. You don't need to. So um proof that I did 24 hours, and I had, just this amount of water and a little bit more because I didn't really drink a whole lot of water. Um, I'm gonna try to also drink this bottle, um, before the night ends, so that I'm hydrated enough. Because as stated earlier, my lips started to feel a little bit dehydrated, so I need to put in some water. All right, so I have two clips that I want to play for you guys tonight. I just want to continue on what we're listening from those two guys last night talking about sexual detox. I find that very interesting, so I'm going to play a little bit more of that so you can hear. Very interesting perspective from two men.
it basically just be between me and
All
God.
right. So
So
these
basically,
are
get it all on paper or whatever. Write this letter,
healthy
and
alternative.
it just started like a more of like a spiritual journey to help kind of break this bond. But that journey is ultimately how I learned about fasting,
Mm-hmm.
and it led me to the outcome that I desired. But it was completely different, right? Like I was going one direction, and then I ended up going a different direction, and I got my outcome, and I didn't even realize it because it happened so smooth. That's
Right.
just kind of like you're saying.
Right. Smooth.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize it was happening until someone specifically asked me about it, and I
Mm.
had to go into my memory bank and try to recall those emotions, and they weren't there.
Mm.
Right. And it was the most fantastic thing. Like it was just, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a term that, so in the dating world now, like, we're, if you're in this world, if you're out in that world, then you know that things are weird right now. The world is weird. People are having an issue, getting in relationships. Women more than ever looking for marriages. It's all weird right now.
Mm.
And there is a term for that, and it is called pair bonding. Pair
Mm-hmm.
bond, and what that simply means is monogamous relationship. That's all that simply means, right? And there is information out there, research that's been done, that shows that after a certain amount of sexual partners, then we have a more difficult job, or have a more difficult. It's more difficult for us to pair bond or to form a deep emotional monogamous relationship, right? And one of the biggest reasons for that is when I go back to that quote that I said earlier,
Right.
right? Empty vessel, sharp mind. Like we are full, right? Like we are full, as in our vessel is full. We are not only just a physical being. We're physical, we're spiritual, we're energetic, we're emotional, we're mental. There's so much to us.
Mm-hmm.
And as you live your life, you just fill up, right? It's just like if you have a cup. I mean, you just pour water in it, and you pour sand in it, and you pour dirt in it, and you put rocks in it. Like it just keeps filling and filling and filling, and it gets to a certain point where it's like, well, I want to do something different in my life, and nothing just seems to be working. I want to get into a new relationship, or I'm having a hard time connecting with people because I'm hung up on my ex, right? We've all probably.
So let me ask you guys, are you full? Are you operating with a full vessel? Can't take anything new, can't do anything new, can't move on, can't, explore, can you just full with anger, fill with grief, fill with pain, fill with loss, fill with brokenheartedness, all of these things. If you are, you need to take it to fasting. Fasting and prayer can relieve you of those tensions, right? Fasting and prayer and reflection can really change things around for you. So if you're operating in a mode where you're just full, you just can't do no more. You are topped out. You just can't even think. You can't breathe. You can't grow. You just can't. Then you probably need to start looking at fasting and prayer to empty yourself physically and emotionally, right? And I just love hearing these guys talk about what that can do for you. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to start playing, to play what they have to say.
Probably heard that before. We've probably all felt that before. And even after being in a committed relationship and you're happy in that relationship, you still will sometimes think about them, right? And not just think about them like just a thought, but think about them emotionally or sexually and want them. And the reason for that is because you're still carrying around that person with you. You have not taken the time to truly detox that relationship, to truly detox the sexual monkey on your back from that person, right? You have a hard time parabonding. So you have to go through you have to go through a period of fasting. And it's not just physical fasting, it's also emotional fasting, where you're like, you know what, I'm just going to be by myself, right? And I'm going to focus on me. And a lot of people will do that, right? They're like, well, I'm not dating anybody, I'm not entertaining anybody. But then they don't do the other part, which is fasting,
Right.
which is actually going through the
The
process of
detox.
detox.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. There's some things that you're saying.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
dropping some bombs on here, huh?
First of all, most people, when we talk about this, you'll hear that someone's emotionally unavailable, right? And emotional unavailability, in my mind, has always felt like the reverse is like, oh, they're empty inside, like that kind of. Like that's me. I don't
like
know.
They don't have love to give.
Yeah, like they don't have, so they're empty. It's right. That's the way that I've always viewed it. And now you've essentially flipped it on its head and said, no, they're full of all these other emotions and all this other contamination, we'll say, that won't allow for new love or new emotions to then kind of take seed.
Right.
So that's a very interesting thing. The other piece, there was two things that you had mentioned. It'll come back to me.
Yeah. How can you like this all just makes sense, right? Just think about it. We've seen this analogy, when you give something to somebody, you put your hand out and you give it to them, right? And then it leaves your hand open. Now it's empty to receive.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. We have the innate ability to receive and receive and receive, right? But we also have to give. It's karma.
It's balance.
Right.
You've got to.
Okay, so some of you ladies, and I think guys too, do you understand what's going on here, the dynamics? In order to receive, you have to let go. Because in that exchange of giving, right? You have to have your hand open. You give, somebody takes that, and that's going to leave your hand open, right? Again, if you have something in your hand and you want to get rid of it, you give it to someone, they take it, then your hand is open to receive. But if you continue to hold on to this, if you continue to hold on to the pain, the grief, the bitterness, the bad attitude, all the things that hurt you in life, you will never be able to receive. You can catch something here, and you can catch something back here, but keeping this here, you're not truly there yet. You have to pass this off. You have to get rid of it. So you're empty and willing and able and open to receive. This is a part of wellness. This is an essential part of your mental health and your wellness. And we can't take that. We can't talk about wellness unless we talk about you emptying your body physically and your mind and your spirit, right? If you keep holding on to things that don't serve you, you can't move. You will be jacked up. You see when they put those things on people's tires in the city to prevent them from driving the car, like they don't pay? That's it. You're jacked up. You can't move. You're tied. You have to let go. And we're saying one of the best way of letting go of some of these things is to do an introspective analysis of yourself inside. Let go of the physical things. Let go of the sugar. Let go of the alcohol. Let go of the cigarette. Let go of all of these things, right? And be willing to take in something new to make yourself better, to make your life better. Let go of bad relationships. Let go of bitter relationships, things that drag you down, things that keep your blood pressure going up, 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 and you can't figure out what's going on. You have to let go of them. And if you can't just let go, go into fasting and prayer and meditation, deep meditation. It will happen. You will get the desire of your heart. If this is what you want and you're earnest about it, you will get it. But we have to start letting go. We have to start emptying out, right? We have to. We have to get your body aligned. Balance. These guys were just talking about balance. That's the last word I heard them say. Balance. We need balance in our lives. And to create that balance that we're seeking, we have to start letting go, right? So let's continue.
Right. And the thing that makes this even worse, because it does get worse, unfortunately, um, is that pair bonding, the strongest pair bond that is can be created in between humans is between a mother and a child. That's number one. So not a husband and a wife, not boyfriend girlfriend, not not any kind of other relationship. It's a mother and a child, right? So you're going to have a deeper and stronger relationship as a woman with your child stronger than you have with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, right? Men, unfortunately, we will never experience that because we didn't give birth to them. We can have a very strong, deep relationship, but we're never going to experience what that feels like. And so what that means is that for women, they also, if they fill up, which women typically fill up faster than men because women are incubators. They, it's part of maternal nature, right? You say that you give a woman a home or a house and she'll make it a home, right?
Right.
You give her a seed and she'll make you a child. They're
Right.
incubators. So they also incubate emotions. They incubate whatever a man gives them, whether it's good or bad, and you then will incubate it, and then you will make it worse. That's why a lot of times there one thing happened, and then sometimes
A
someone will
whole
make
different
someone
reality
they'll make a story
is
up,
created,
right?
yes.
Because it's now just being incubated, right? And so women will fill up faster, and they will have a much more difficult time pair bonding as they get older.
Wow.
So it makes it even more critical. Obviously, it's for men too, but it makes it even more critical for women to go through periods of not just emotional fasting, right, but also physical fasting and detox.
There's a point that I would like to make. What people I've noticed, I've observed women through breakups and the time period getting over the breakup and all of it. And when I was younger, what I would see happen all the time, and I know y'all ladies out there can attest to this. You're in love with the dude. Whatever happens, y'all are over. You're finished. He broke your heart, right? They will innately, oftentimes, start fasting. And what happens is it's they're so emotionally traumatized that they can't eat, right?
Yeah.
So their body naturally is like, I can't keep anything down, I can't eat. And over the period of 2 weeks, when it's traumatic enough, a woman will fast without knowing it. She really won't be able to eat. And then she comes back with the revenge body.
Yeah.
Which tends to actually,
That's interesting.
right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll play you some more tomorrow. The revenge body. Ha ha. Who here has never had that experience? You know, you lost a spouse, you break up, especially when you're young, and you just go into this period of lockdown and you're not eating, and you lose weight so fast, like really, really fast. I don't think there is a soul on this live or will see this who has been in love and all of that good stuff, who has never had that experience. It's true. Your body will go into this state of you're not eating anything, sometimes for days. And then after that, you'll come back out looking so great because you lose weight and your your brain start working after a while. Mind you, some people will remain depressed, but you're not gonna stay fasting forever. At some point, you start eating again. You kind of go into a recovery process after the grief. You will start recovering, and yeah, we know that you would knock off a lot of pounds during that time. So yeah, that's kind of what we we all experience that at some point or the other, and some people experience it over and over and over. All right. So Pauline is here. She says good night. Blessings, Ivani, and everyone. Thank you, Pauline. Yes. So we were made. Our bodies would go into this fasting period just automatically. So we can gather from that that we were born to fast, to feast and to fast. And I'm going to hop over to Dr. Jamnadas, and he is going to speak about exactly that, that our body was made to feast and fast. So you're not going to die because you fast. When you're going to do some tests at the doctor, sometimes they tell you don't eat from evening until whatever, and you do it, right? And nothing happened to you. Not a thing happened to you. We are just programmed to think that we should always have food in our hand and we should always be eating. Earlier, people before us, they used to just probably eat once a day, right? And then later on, we started to eat in the morning and in the evening. And then, you know, we pack on 3 meals, and now, you know, it's, some people will tell you you have to eat several small meals, 6, 7 small meals per day. For what reason? Right? So let's listen to the doc, right?
Completely. And that was a study that I talked to you all about before also. So we've changed as we've moved along. So our diets have completely changed. The Paleolithic being ate maybe once a day. And he ate during the daytime, by the way. Because if he tried to eat at nighttime where the carcass is outside, the hyenas or some other animal will want to share that with you. Probably make you their meal as well. So at nighttime, you have to crawl into your into your cave. You got to crawl into your cave and stay there. And don't come out to drink water either. But no, we take the bottled water with us to bed. So our body is made to fast and is made to feast. And I will convince you tonight that you should be fasting and feasting as well. Because if there was no food around, and if your sugar just went down, 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 your energy level went down, 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 you'll be dead in 24 hours because you go into your cave and you just crawl in there and you're just going to get terrible because nature doesn't give you any way to come back. Or there's been no food for 24 hours. I'm just going to crawl here. I have no energy. I have no nothing. I'm just going to crawl and die. But no, that does not happen to you. Fasting doesn't kill people. And in fact, I asked you to fast all the time when I asked you to come for a stress test. Well, you don't come on the stress test and die. So we are used to fasting, and we do it. And when you're sick, you fast, don't you? When you have the flu, you don't eat. When your pets are sick, they don't eat. You don't see your dog running and eating his food when he's sick. He stays in the corner and he does not eat. There's a wisdom in that, and that wisdom is the physiology. Because the physiology of the body is saying that, hey, look, you know, eating is dangerous. Eating takes up a lot of energy. Eating takes up, if you put in about 100 calories of food into your body, it takes about 60 to 70 calories of your body to digest that food, and then you get a little excess. So eating is an energy consuming activity. But most of us don't think of it like that. You just think that all that eating is going to go right in and do me all that good. A lot of energy that goes into it. Eating is dangerous. It's true. Eating is dangerous. So, once in a while, when you don't eat, nature has put into you a biochemistry. So let's just dive right into that biochemistry a little bit. So the first thing that's going to happen is that you stop eating. In the first 12 hours, your body's going to say, no food coming out. It's going to wipe up all the glycogen that is in your liver and in your muscles. That's a normal process. It's going to use glycogen. So your sugar level or your glucose level will be maintained. What about protein? You got plenty of protein in your body. What about vitamins? You got at least a month's worth of vitamins in your body. What about energy? How much fat do I have? Do you know that I have enough fat in my body to last me at least 40 days? So I have plenty of energy in me. I have about 50,000 calories stored inside me, which can be used. But I need to unlock those calories. They're in the form of fat. So you eat, you store in the form of fat, and that fat should be utilized now. So for the first 12 hours, I'm not going to use the fat. I'm going to use up my glycogen stores. How am I going to feel? I'm going to feel okay, unless I'm a junkie. Then I'm going to want to eat, and that's junkiness. Because your sugar will never drop. I'm going to say that again. Your sugar will never drop. You can fast for 7 days. Your blood sugar will come down, but you will not become hypoglycemic and have an.
Have you guys heard that? You can fast for 7 days and don't run into problems with your blood sugar. Right? Your body knows how to do these calculations, move things around, and make sure that you remain well and vibrant. He is, what is he? A cardiologist, I think. He should know. So you're not hearing this from me and questioning my expertise in saying this. You're hearing this from the mouth of a doctor. What better person to say this, right? So, those of you who are out there second guessing yourself, thinking you cannot fast because of all the reasons that you can find in the universe, think again. You have options, right? You can do more for yourself and your health. The very thing that you're trying to protect, saying your sugar this and your sugar that and whatever, maybe if you did the fasting, you would be able to control your sugar better. Maybe. You could take yourself off insulin. Maybe you could get better readings so that your doctor would reduce your medication. But if you don't take a chance, what are you going to achieve? You're not going to achieve anything. Just look at my skin glowing. I'm not wearing no makeup today. Only a little bit of thing on my lip. And look at my skin. Woo, child. Let's listen to the good doctor.
Attack. Unless you're on insulin or you're taking diabetes medications. So how does the body keep the sugar up? Well, I told you that in the first 12 hours, you get glycogen. After 12 hours, what happens? You get gluconeogenesis. That means new glucose is being made, gluconeogenesis. Where does that glucose come from that comes into the bloodstream? Where does it come from? Comes from protein. But it's not the protein in the muscles. Protein is always being turned over in your body. But this time, the protein that's normally going to turn over turns into glucose. So your glucose level is maintained for another 12 hours or so. During this next 12 hours, there's a small increase in ketosis. So let me explain ketosis to you. Where does that come from? So what happens is that the body senses that you have very little food coming in. And I'm going to explain to you how that happens. How does the body know that there's no food? It's not just the sugar. I'm going to explain this to you. It's not sugar. So what happens is that now the fats in your body say, okay, we are here, utilize us. The only way fat can come into utilization is the insulin levels must drop. So the insulin levels are now low because you're not eating. When your insulin level is high, you store energy. When your insulin levels are low, you pull energy out of the fats. So now through the hormonal action of, hormone-sensitive lipase and the action of LPL, what happens? The fat stores open up because your insulin level is low. So the fats start being devoured. the fat gets converted to triglycerides and fatty acids. The fatty acids flood the bloodstream. You can't utilize fatty acids, so they go to your liver. And in the liver, your fatty acids get converted to ketones. There's two ketones, beta hydroxybutyric acid and acetoacetic acid. These two ketones now go up. Ketones can be utilized by the body. And this is the great breakthrough that I want to tell you, that ketones can be utilized by every cell of your body, including your brain. You are told that the brain is an obligate glucose utilizer, can only utilize glucose. It's absolutely wrong. There was a study done in Britain where what they did is that they brought the blood sugar down to 30, but they pumped the patient full of ketones. And they were all sitting and talking and having fun and not a sweat. The only one that was sweating was the doctors. The blood sugar, he should be in convulsions. The brain can utilize ketones. After a 7-day fast, 70%, up to 70% of the energy utilization of the brain is through ketones. And the brain likes it. And there's even studies to show that when the brain utilizes the ketones, it actually is a cleaner burn. It burns more cleanly. So what happens is there's a slow increase in the ketones, which actually starts around 18 hours and gradually goes up, 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 up. So by 24 hours, you have some ketones, maybe 10, 15% of your entire energy source is now going to be ketones. How are you going to feel with ketones? Just fine. No problem. You feel okay because ketones are giving you all the energy that you need.
Yep, there it is. What am I surviving on right now? Ketones, right? That's why I have energy and I can exercise and I can do all these things and I can still look like I'm glowing and I can, survive. I'm doing good and I am absolutely not hungry. Not hungry, right? See all them fats and all these things that's on my body, they're now being converted and I am so darn excited. I am very excited to see what the end result of this will be. And I'm pretty sure that you are. Why don't you do me a favor and share this? Share this so we can get more people here, so that more people can come in and learn and we can create a healthier community, right? Having information and don't share it does not make sense. We're not looking out for each other when we do that. It's not a secret. We're not keeping secret here. This is a public page. This has been broadcasted in my Facebook group, on my public business page, and in YouTube. There's no secret here. Just go ahead, share this so that others could join. Those of you who have people who are not on Facebook and can't see this, they can use the YouTube link. I will put the YouTube link inside of this broadcast at the end so that you guys can grab that link if you need to share it with people who are not on Facebook. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning. My name is Evadne, and I'm a plant-based lifestyle coach, an exciting one. And I'm really, really happy to be presenting this 3-day fast to you and using myself as a guinea pig so that you can see for yourself that when you fast, nothing is going to happen to you, right? Nothing. You will do well. You will survive. I just want to make sure that you guys see me and realize that I'm fine. So you could do the same and see what happens. You're not going to push yourself to the level that is unhealthy or unreasonable. You are going to gauge yourself and your progress, but you should try. You should try for the health benefits. Try to see what will happen. You will never know unless you walk that walk, right? I've walked this walk before, so I pretty much know that I'm not expecting anything to happen. It's not impossible for something to happen, but I am not expecting anything to happen because I've done this before, right? So come on, guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's skip the food for a little bit and give our body what it needs to be able to function the way it needs to function. Let's give ourselves a chance, right? Let's detox ourselves mentally and physically of the things that are not serving us, right? Let's share this. Let's build this community. Let's take care of each other. Let's look out for each other. All right. Again, my name is Evadne. I'm the plant-based lifestyle coach at Eve McFilly. You can call me, message me anytime in any of these groups. I will see your message and I will respond. If you didn't get a response, it's because I didn't see your message because I respond to messages promptly. All right. So just keep messaging if you don't see a response to your first message. All right, so take good care of yourselves, guys. Sleep well. I'm gonna go back to continue my exercise because I'm working on flattening my stomach. Right now, it's going down, and I just want to take it all the way down. So I'm working on that. So I'm gonna go back and do some exercises. And you should exercise as well if you're fasting. Remember, don't do strenuous exercise, but there's nothing that should prevent you from doing some exercises, do some walk, do some squats, do something. All right. It will help you. Okay. Have a good, blessed night. Remember to share, and I'll see you tomorrow at some point during the day. Oh, Michelle, you just got home, baby girl. All right. So just watch the thing and then tell me what you think and where you are. Michelle, how do you feel at this point? You missed everything because I was signing off. Um, do you want to call in and talk about how you feel right now, Michelle? You want to call on WhatsApp? Because I could hang out a little bit more so you can call on WhatsApp and explain how you feel and how your day went. All right. So this is the number. 47. All right, that's the number. All right, guys. So we're just gonna hang out a little bit. Michelle, she just got home from work, but she is willing to talk about how her day went and how she's feeling. So we just accommodate her a little bit. She just caught me at the nick of time. I was going to close the presentation, but she's here. So let's hear. Not seeing the number. All right. 347 995 6556. Again, 347 995 6556. Hope you get it. Three four seven 995 6556. We're just waiting for Michelle to join us so she can tell us how she's doing, how her day went. You heard all about my day already. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. No hunger, absolutely no hunger. The only thing I experienced was a little bit of feeling like my mouth is dry. My lips, not my mouth. Inside, I still have enough saliva and everything. That's not a problem. It's just my lips felt a little bit dry. So I started to drink more water than I did earlier in the day, and to get rid of that. So I'm doing great. I'm just waiting for her to connect, um, to tell me how she's feeling, how did she go through the day. And I did get tempted a couple of times. At times, I'm in the kitchen and kind of just reach for. Wow, Michelle. Did you see the number that I typed? Inbox me your number, Michelle. Send me your number by inbox. All right. All right, calling you now. Hey, Michelle, you're live with us. Great. How you been? You drank a lot of water. Sounds good.
Oh my gosh. I had more than 12 glasses of water.
Okay,
And
okay.
some of them flavored water, not like I had ginger flavored water.
Okay.
And I didn't do any sugar today.
All right, nice, nice. That's a good start.
And I have some cinnamon tea bags, and I dropped a couple in my glass, a couple glasses of water, and had that.
Okay.
It went well. So I had more than 12 glasses of water today.
Impressive.
Some of the glasses were more than 8 ounces.
That's good. And how did that leave you feeling?
Well, I did not feel hungry today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling hungry just now. I'm only just starting to feel like one and two little hunger. I not really say pains because in my stomach.
Like it want to grow?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just starting to feel a tiny headache. Nothing that I'm worried about.
Right.
So I came in. I set up some warm water with apple cider vinegar in there.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna sip now. So it's still
Okay.
warm.
Okay. And then go
Right.
to
So I'm gonna
sleep. Don't hang around watching TV
exactly.
so you get
Oh, you know
hungry.
so. Oh, you know so. Because
TV.
I'm just about. I showered already, so I'm preparing for bed.
Yeah. TV and Facebook with all that food
No,
will
no,
make you
no,
feel
no, no.
hungry.
I'm gonna put my phone on the charge and I'm gonna go right into my bed shortly.
Right.
So let's see how the night goes. I'm gonna keep a bottle with some water in the bathroom so that when I make my trip to the bathroom during the night, I'll just sip a little bit
Yeah.
before I go back to lay down.
Okay. One of the things I did today was to go out and purchase a bottle of electrolytes, just in case
Oh, I
you
thought
get
earlier,
into
yes.
any crisis situation, you drink it. But if I don't need it, I won't drink it.
Okay,
I'm not,
understand.
so I'm not expecting
Understand.
to drink it, but I just have it on hand just in
In
case,
case.
because
Okay.
we don't stay
Well,
at the
I will look
sink.
for some of that. I don't know if I don't know if we have it here. Should I'll check to
You
see if
should,
it's from our
or
convenience
you
store,
could
my office.
probably Google, see how you can make your own. It's salt and stuff,
Right.
so
Pink
you
salt.
can make
Somebody
your
was
own.
telling me something about the pink
Gluco
salt.
Glucose and salt, I think it is.
No.
I'm not sure, but
Hello.
I'm sorry, Michelle. What were you saying? Somebody was
Hello.
telling you. I'm
Oh,
here.
somebody was saying something about using pink salt in water.
The pink salt is better because it has more minerals.
Right.
But
How is that done?
um, I don't know. Just dissolve it and mix it up. It's
And
glucose
how
and salt.
much?
Yeah. So that's why I say Google it, because I don't want it.
Okay,
I have
okay, okay,
never
fine, no problem.
personally made it, but I know it's
Tried it,
probably
okay.
something you can make. So
Understand.
Google to find a recipe for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
But
I'll do.
if you don't need it, you don't need it. But just have
Right,
it on
right.
hand just in case you get dizzy
Right.
or too weak at some point. But you're doing great. Your body is in ketosis now. That's the good news, which means
Yeah,
it's burning.
I don't feel hungry at all. Never miss no food today.
It's burning
And
the
I try my best to stay away from where food is like the lunchroom. Don't.
yeah, it's burning the fat in your body now, and utilizing the fat, converting it and using it as energy. So that's why you should have good energy level right now. And
Okay.
just steer clear of things that will make you want to eat. I
Right,
just
right.
reached for the fridge door today, like at least a couple times, out of no reason, just in the kitchen, and just reach for the fridge, and I'm like, no, girl, you're fasting.
Yes,
Because
yes, yes.
honestly,
I understand.
my
I can relate.
my stomach has not started growling. I don't feel any real hunger yet. But you just around the kitchen and you just reach for the fridge for no reason.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
so we're doing good, and congratulations. Were you able to
Thank you, life.
share with some friends? Were you able to share with some friends, Michelle?
Hello?
Yeah, were you able to share with some friends?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, you broke a while ago.
Sorry. Were you able to share with some friends?
Of course. Shared
Okay.
with a couple of my co-workers. There's one who she sits right behind me. She eats healthily too.
And
She's doing the water fast also. She has done water fast before, 7
okay.
days, 3 days,
Okay.
2 days. And she joined.
Oh, nice,
And she
nice.
started from, I think she started from last night too, because I sent her, directed her to your YouTube channel
Okay.
and
Okay.
shared the presentation this morning, the one from last night this morning, and showed her some of your presentations on Facebook, because she isn't on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So
Wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, tell her
she's
that
doing the street.
she should follow us on YouTube so she can comment. If she doesn't follow, she
Right.
won't be able to comment. So if she comments, it will show up here so that I can
Right. I'm gonna encourage her.
speak
Yeah.
back to her. So what wonderful girl.
Right.
I'm so happy. So happy, so
And I
happy.
walked for 20 minutes today.
I exercise too, and I'm
I
going back
did.
to exercise
Yeah.
now. I'm trying to flatten the stomach.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. I will after the weekend. I will get back. I kind of fell off of the exercise trail. Bad.
Yeah.
Fall down and never get up. But yes. But I'm gonna after this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start my exercise routine and try to stay on track as best as
of
possible. So
course. Even to walk in your lunchtime or something, just get up and move.
yeah, man.
Do your squats
I
and
will.
stuff.
I will.
All right.
Thank you so very much.
You're
I'll
most
store your
welcome.
number.
Thank you. No problem. All right.
Thanks, Ev.
All
Have a
righty.
good night.
Good
Talk
night.
tomorrow.
Check in tomorrow. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thanks much.
Good.
Bye bye.
All right, guys. So Michelle checked in. I don't know what happened to Miss Tatlin, but I know she will watch. So I hope I will hear from her. And well, I probably will reach out to her because I know she's pretty busy. Maybe she's not getting the thing when I'm on because that happens sometimes. But it was a wonderful day, guys. I had a ball. The first 24 hours down and clock ticking, and we're going towards the we're in the second 24 hours, and tomorrow morning I'll bring you an update as to how I'm doing, how I slept last night. I didn't sleep much at all, but I'll tell you tomorrow how it goes. And I hope that this will inspire a few of you to just do something. Just do something that is going to help your body, right? Detox from all the things that are bugging you, mental, physical. See you guys. All right. Have a blessed night.